Good evening everyone, welcome back to Tom Plays Factorio for absolute beginners. We had just made landmines, an iron mine west, so we're now hopefully making iron much faster. And I'm already wondering about maybe trying to get another iron mine. Question is, how would we do it? I could do with making an outpost of some kind. Don't like the way they're moving around there. Could I extend this line so that it goes to an outpost down here, maybe? Just sort of reviewing what we've got, but there's 2 iron mines down here and some fuel. So making a big move in this direction wouldn't be a bad thing. I don't think we need any more quarries. On the other hand, there is some iron just there. It's not as big. While I'm looking at these, I might set that one off to drop off some coal and set this one off to drop off some iron. Just so they don't come past when I'm not looking and clash with each other. But yeah, I'm partly thinking in terms of maybe we can make it like a big outpost down here, or at least, well, a small outpost would be fine. Somehow run this down. That would kind of work. Unfortunately, this base is in the way. Can I actually deal with it? Might have an easier time trying to deal with these attacks first. Right, okay, so it looks like we're stuck dealing with some attacks. Dealing with enemy bases, essentially. One way or another. Can I get a lift to anywhere useful? Copper mines southwest. Well, that's kind of useful. Guess it wouldn't hurt. Could try and find out how big that base is at least. I'm going to need a bunch of extra rails in any case. Yeah, let's take a look, shall we? So if I was going to extend this, we'd come down through here. Got a bunch of very inconvenient trees. Oh, what do you know? Gotta do it within the radius. Okay, so we're not struggling that much here. Guess our weapons aren't too useless then, at least. I'll probably deal with this one. While I'm here anyway. And just me, or is this one tougher for some reason? The bases seem... Okay. That's actually not bad. That is easier than I was expecting. So I need to go back and get a bunch of rails, basically. I wasn't expecting to just be able to do this. It would be nicer to go that way if we have the option. Copper train, amazingly, is still there. Just. How are we for walls? Not terrible. You probably literally just pick up a bunch of railroads and start making an outpost. Hang on, who's getting damaged? Someone's getting damaged. That ain't good. That ain't good at all. Yes, but where? Alright, I see. Yeah, I suppose that's not a big surprise. There are some very large bases nearby. Okay. Now let's make the outpost first, and then we'll head back up to that base and see if there's anything we can do to help. Really could do with those stronger explosives, guys. Alright, take me back to Copper Mine Southwest. Try to find a way through here that isn't too damaging. There's just no way, is there? Best will in the world, there's only so much I can do. Let's see this cliff here. Certainly didn't see all these trees here. Okay, right. Let's rethink this a little. Before we deforest the entire area. Right, so this area over here is actually pretty sparse. So maybe it'd be a better idea. What I do need to do is bring a second railway line over. So I may as well have this one going straight down. So the idea is I'm going to remove the intervening line once this is all set up. Now this is interesting. I can theoretically do a quarry there. Right, so get these level. It's amazing that it's so much more flexible with the railways now, and yet I still can't turn that abruptly. Although of course that absolutely does make sense. go. Very wobbly line here, but loosely that is working, with an option of another quarry down there, which I don't think we're ever going to need, so I'm not going to bother correcting the rail line to make it straighter. What I will do is take this line out. Very inexpertly, it would appear. Right, I think that is usable as it stands. So we've now just got a much longer way around to go. Nice and scenic for the copper train there. And now I just need to actually defend this outpost. It's going to be interesting. Kind of feel like be attracting attention here. And what have I forgotten? What do I always forget? Right, okay. Well, that being the case, let me load you up so you're at least defended. Follow the least exposed line to get power. There we go. So the big test at the end will be whether the copper train can still make it to the mine. But in the meantime, I need to get all of this set up. There we go. So the big question is, how close can I get before the base notices and launches an attack? Actually, let me have these back. Oh, not that close, it would appear. Right, okay. I guess we're doing this then. It's not that big a base, to be fair. Quite a few spitter thingies there. Oh, thankfully they're not usually that tough, so hopefully we can take them out. There we go. See, that's trying to be clever. Hoping I could sneakily build a whole wall of turrets. But no. In fact, this probably wasn't ever going to work anyway, because we need to have room for these to come out and be straight, don't we? Yeah. You know what? I'm going to tear all of this down and rebuild it. It was a nice idea, but we may as well have just gone in and dealt with the base in any case. But at least it's reminding me that I need to... Actually, let's go a bit closer. Send the railroads out in advance, ideally. Ooh, there's a problem. Okay. More of a problem than I thought. I need more space. Oh dear. Not doing too well here. We're going to end up having problems with the other base down there. Right, so assuming I'm happy to have these pretty close together. There. It's not so bad. Probably don't need to be quite so... What's the word? Close together on the bottom level, I would imagine. And most especially, I don't think we're going to have any railroads going out this side, so I can afford to have the turrets a lot closer. Probably still not as close as I would like, of course. Right. So let's start here, say. Yeah, I was never going to get away with it completely. Realistically, I have a whole bunch of trees I'm going to have to clear. You mean cannot reach? Right next to the darn thing. Okay. Unfortunately, I haven't left myself that much in the way of weaponry now. Will I be able to take the base down with my remaining drones and grenades? And maybe at least get a bit closer. Oh yeah. Need some power poles, aren't you? Okay, it's not, still not that close really. Whoa. Okay. Well, noise-wise, they certainly sound pretty darn close. Right. Oh, there they are. Okay. Oh, I see. That's the spitters coming out to threaten us. Right, well, I would like to go one more down. Have we seriously run out of power? Wow. That's bad. That's really bad. Okay, worst timing ever there, guys. I'm just gonna have to sit here until the sun comes out. I'm not sure I understand why the power's so low. We haven't had another coal getting stuck thing, have we? Not that I can see. Copper train's stuck, but that's normal. Iron train stuck, also pretty normal. Coal train is nearly full, so I suppose it wouldn't hurt to get some more coal. Okay. Morning has broken. Let's attract some attention. And I'll see if I can... Holy cow, that's a lot of spitters. That's a lot of spitters. Well, taking a base down at least, as in, you know, a generative thingy. And the time has come to bravely run away. Right. Definitely Need more grenades. So yeah, not the perfect setup there. But it's progress. Even if it's the only thing we do this session, we will get this outpost made. Not sure what I'm gonna call it, like extreme southwest, hyper southwest. Check the names of the other outposts. Oh, actually I don't need to give it a name, do I? Of course the trains don't actually stop there, it's just to protect them while they're sitting at traffic lights. Okay. Well, someone just came through, but it's okay. I think I'll get the quarry train to come back. Won't interfere with the iron. So yeah, this base is probably going to be full of iron all the time. So I suppose I could have brought the iron train back. But as it is, just leave it going. So realistically, this outpost we're making is going to be more about iron than anything, I think. I haven't actually put any walls down yet. Also, we need more solar panels. Maybe more inserters. Probably going to want a radar actually as well. Oh, and gates. We're fine. Let's drop off this stone though and pick up a whole bunch of walls. Yeah, we're not short of coal, we're just not able to produce enough power overall, I think. Here's the big problem. To which the answer is solar panels. Many, many, many solar panels. Don't really like fighting at night, but I suppose I could give it a go. Let's try to stay a decent distance from most of the spitters. Oh heck. Okay, let's back off a little. Everyone a bit of time to calm down. Just going to repair these things as well while we're at it. There we go. And day's done now. That'll make things a little easier. Right, let's see if we can deal with some spitters. Nope. Okay. Well, that's a nuisance. Hasn't happened for a while either. How on earth am I going to retrieve my corpse now? Okay, right, well, it wasn't right in the middle of a bunch of them at least. So let's at least get some heavy armour. I'll leave any weapons. Yep. I got one of these. So that's the basics in terms of weaponry. Highly unlikely to be enough, but I'll grab some iron as well. I don't know, I suppose I could head in on the grounds that I don't have too much to lose. And see if I can take all my gear back. Oh, ammunition, obviously. And it's C now to change a weapon? Yeah. That's fine then. Have I picked up 2 guns? Hang on, that can't be right. That's not the one I'm looking for. This is the one I'm looking for. There we go. Let's put one of the guns back. So yeah, I mean the main problem is the heavy armour, effectively, because normally we have power armour with shields and things. But the main thing I'm going to lose if I just instantly get killed again is the drones, because everything else I had spares for. Unless your character corpse goes missing. I haven't actually thought of that one. Like it gets replaced with another one. Let's make as many drones as we can. Okay, I'm not totally sure that's as many as we can. And oh, there's the corpse. So actually, I don't necessarily need to take them on, do I? I just need to get close enough to my character corpse to pick him up. Although admittedly, That isn't exactly looking like an easy time either. Just die, will you? That's them, not me. Okay, that's another spitter eliminated. Any chance I can actually get this corpse now? If I try very, very hard. How long does it take? Oh, it doesn't take that long actually. Oh, there we go. I almost got myself killed again. But I didn't. Alright, so there's a modular armour. Excuse me. Oh, right click to open. Okay, and everything's in the equipment grid. So that's good. Okay, brilliant. Might even be able to carry on building now. Because I think that's far down enough. And we'd kind of taken enough of them out in the north that this is no longer close enough to arouse their ire. Oh, power. Of course. I am always forgetting about power. Okay. Once more onto the breach. How are we doing? Oh, we are looking better. Spitters are looking a lot less overwhelming now. So there's usually a whole group of them when you first attack. So if you've got the option, it is worth leading them into a group of your own troops. Look at these spitters. There we go. Perfect. thinking this is literally all we're going to accomplish this episode. But what can you do? Still worthwhile, I think. I think that's enough. Let's track it up. That's an interesting one. Not entirely sure how well that's going to work, but we'll see. Left or south for the attacks? Highly debatable. At the moment it looks like left. Of course there's always a chance one day we'll have a copper mine over there. Although it seems unlikely because I haven't got all the copper mines we're ever going to need, but I'll do south anyway just in case. That does end up being the case. Nope, I'm stuck. Okay, that's completely wrong. Interesting. Not what I wanted. But interesting that they've got a facility in to automate that now. Hang on. That's right. So is this going to work? I think it probably will. I don't like it from an aesthetics point of view, but I think it will still pick things up. Even though physically it looks like it shouldn't from the graphics. But that is actually viable. Okay. I reckon one more maybe. Okay. Let's just get this finished. So we still need to work out... Well, I think I know where the attacks are coming from. They're coming on the new... from those massive bases near the new iron mine. So So we're probably going to have to deal with those as well. Still, random death notwithstanding, I'm glad I didn't wait for these stronger explosives before doing this at least. And I'm out of power poles. That's never good. Should probably face west for this. So our fast inserter can go there. While I'm at it, let's actually do the walls. Then I'll have some idea of whether we have enough. I think we've got plenty, but you know. Yeah, it's not too bad. Put the gates in. Nope, that was meant to be a wall. I don't think we're going to get any attacks now, particularly. So I'm kind of okay with just filling this in. And probably even... Oh, actually, we're not going to have enough, are we? I was going to say, probably even with filling in the remaining transport belts, but that's it, we're out. Okay, brilliant. Oh, gates. At least we know what we need to replenish now. So at risk of having accomplished relatively little this episode. Well, I don't know, I mean it was quite a big task really, but I would like to just finish it off. Maybe even stick down a few more solar panels. I'm not going to be able to, am I? I don't have the power poles to do it. Right, fine then. Where's that copper train? Go and pick me up. Sorry, I know I'm probably massively overusing Copper Mine Southwest here. Good thing the trains are powered by coal. Oh yeah, it has to go the long way around now, doesn't it? This is one of the things I was going to test. Well, we'll test it this time, and then we will test it on the way back. I might just send it straight to Copper Mine South so that at least Copper Mine South gets a bit of a look in. Yeah, just take me straight home, please. It's not a very efficient rail route, but it isn't usually the journey times of the trains that's a bottleneck. I suppose for a really efficient factory it might be, but I never run a really efficient factory. Never in that much of a hurry. Right, so the principal problem was power poles, but also transport belts. It's amazing how different things look now we've got highways. Power poles. Actually, I might grab some more of the electric ones as well. I don't think there's anything else desperate. Oh, good grief, I completely forgot. Never mind. Copper Mine South's just going to get completely full. I have to say the fact that we're still getting power shortages after all we've done does kind of leave me longing for nuclear power. Let's just send you off again so you're not getting filled up at that mine. Okay, what am I missing? Oh, I see. Yeah. I've actually run out of turrets, haven't I? Completely failed to notice that in the midst of all the other things I was worrying about. Right, fine. Well, no huge drama. Because I can at least still bring these together somehow. Maybe. Let's do the corner one. That's the last complicated one. And I'm more likely to be attacked from the east. So fill that in from there. go. And it looks like we actually did still need more ammunition. So we'll fill that in. So... Alright, amazing. Well, let's send you off to Copper Mine South. Where's the iron train? Oh, it's in the one place it probably shouldn't get stuck. Okay, that's fine then. Oh, that's good. That iron train is sat in Uranium Mine North, which is where I want it to be. So things are looking a bit better at least. Okay, right. I'm going to stop there anyway. I did want to be able to say I'd completely finished this this outpost off, but I'm probably going to fill it with solar panels as well. So yeah, that was limited. So this extreme southwestern outpost is pretty much the only thing we managed to do. Haven't got an exit point on the east because there's a lot of forest there and I don't want to cut them all down. But in theory we have better access to these areas down here, and I could take these and connect to that iron mine while I think about it. Could really do with finding out what's to the south of us. So I'm going to stick a radar down, and if I can I'm going to make a second radar and stick it in the southwest, because we also want to know what's going on over there. So hopefully that will give us information at twice the speed. There we go. Only got the proper power there when we have power, as one would expect. So yeah, we had some pretty critical power issues, which have probably only made worse. But yeah, if we discover what this is, we can then take it from there. I don't really think we need any more copper, but we've got a couple of iron mines that we could go at, which are more useful. Beyond that, we've made some progress on Stronger Explosives 3. I managed to get myself killed. But yeah, so for next episode, we'll obviously finish this. It's broadly finished anyway. The only bit not protected is the northeast, and we're not going to get attacked from that direction. I'm just going to put turrets there for completeness. But we'll probably put a bunch of solar panels here. We could put more solar panels there. Really need to get this energy problem under control, because I doubt we're that close to having nuclear power as yet. We can of course go and check on that. Probably do a checking on a few things, but I think the big thing is going to be Iron Mine West, where I suspect we're getting some quite nasty attacks. It looks like our stuff's getting damaged, so we are going to have to deal with that. And we were getting minor attacks in Copper Mine South, so probably going to have a bit of a cull and cut back the enemy a bit next time, as well as dealing with power. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to write down on the description for this one, because making the new outpost is the main thing that we did. But no doubt I'll come up with something. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.